I'm going to explain the Qi-5 Allergy Treatment machine to you. So, to start, we hook the patient up to the machine. This is a little electrode that runs a very light current through the body. You don't even feel it. So, first we have to make sure the patient is what's called testable. So, we calibrate the machine to the patient. And if we get all good signals, then everything's good and we can start. So all good signals. So things that'll throw it off be like if the person has jewelry on or a tight belt, or they have their shoes on, or if they're not hydrated. I mean, there's a lot of factors, so we have to rule those out. Then we can scan. So right now, we're scanning her to a number of different frequencies, both in the body, in foods, and in the environment. If you can see on here, all these little zigzags going all over the place. So this is running through her system 8 times each one of these frequencies. It's either causing excitation or it's draining the body. Anything in the center is balanced. So mostly this is just eye candy right now. Once this finishes, it'll append numbers to each one of these items that were scanned, and we'll be able to see how much of a stress each of these is putting on the nervous system. So it goes anywhere from 0 to 1,000. 0, not a concern. 1,000, that's a concern. As far as treatment goes, usually we take the 900s, anything that's fairly high for the first, well, the majority of the first treatments are all going to be in the 900s. So we try to bring the 900s down. If someone wanted to continue after the initial program of the 13 sessions, we could always work on the 800s or the 700s. Usually what I find is bringing the 900s down gives people significant results. So if it's to pollen or to dander or to certain foods, the first goal is go after the 900s and desensitize the person to that. So really, what does it mean? And we'll see in a second as it's running. So it's basically how sensitive the body is or unbalanced the body is to that substance. And then using frequencies, the machine scans the body to see what frequencies need to be sent into the body to balance the person to the frequencies they're not balanced to. Hopefully that makes sense. We're using frequencies to balance you to frequencies. It's kind of the best way I can say it. Okay, so we're done scanning. So let's see what we got. So allergy list C's. So now we're not going to know what all this stuff is. Well, you might not. Oxalic acid, MSG. So all right, so 800 for MSG. So in this case, the person didn't show for any 900, so we'll use the 800s. Physical agents, drafts, dampness, motor vibrations, so driving in a car, barometric pressures in the 700, so we could take those. It scans the body for emotions, A through Z, so we take the top 9 emotions as far as those go. If the body needs to be balanced to vaccines, we can balance them to vaccines so they don't have adverse reactions to them. Once we do that, once we've chosen all the items that we want, put them into the work set, then the machine is going to scan the body to see what frequencies it needs to balance them, the patient, to those frequencies. So the machine has now scanned the patient's body to find what frequencies it needs to send through their body to balance them to the things they were not balanced to. So once we start therapy, I'm going to see if you guys can see this. There's 3 different, well, maybe on my jacket you could see. So there's 3 different lasers. So there's a red, a violet, and a green. So the red is used for healing and repair. The violet is a very high frequency, is used to balance more to like organisms, viruses, parasites, bacteria. The green is used to help balance emotions and acupuncture points. So we're basically being treated 3 3 different ways with the lasers, and then also a 4th way with the bracelet, because these frequencies are going both through each of the lasers and also through the bracelet. Basically what we do is we pass over the head and down the spine, so we're treating the entire nervous system, and we have the patient with eyes open, eyes closed, breathing in, breathing out, breathing rapidly. So we want to balance the body to these frequencies, close your eyes, in all the different phases the body could be in. Eyes open, eyes closed, breathing in, breathing out, breathing quickly. After we've passed this over the body, those different times, and eyes open, breathe in, hold your breath. Now we're going to stimulate different acupuncture points and balance the body that way. And then there's certain points that we go over to help lock the memory of the treatment. Breathe, and then breathe all the way out. To lock the memory of the treatment into the nervous system, so there's more of a lasting effect. Okay, so we finished the treatment. Now we look at the results. This is the results of the initial scan, not the results of the treatment. So how we read this, it goes from 0 to 100 positive and from 0 to 100 negative. Anything positive is green, anything negative is either yellow, orange, or red. So this is positive 4, positive 19, negative 72, negative 79, negative 87, like that. So we could see what effect the items that we scan this patient for are having on their body. So we could see it's affecting their gallbladder, it's affecting their colon, the ileocecal valve, so descending colon. So those are the areas that are upsetting digestion. We could look at endocrine glands, so it's affecting the thymus, that helps mature your white blood cells, prostaglandins, that helps control inflammation, immune system, so it's affecting the lymphatic system, that's the garbage disposal system of the body, dendritic cells. Lymphatic system, really, I mean, there's nothing in the red. There's definitely some oranges, but nothing in the red, so that's good. Nervous system, so parts of the brain, hearing, ears, sense of touch, sense of balance. Sympathetic nervous systems, your get up and go. Your parasympathetic helps you calm down. Additional organs, pancreas, kidneys help rid the body of toxins. So those are the areas that are affected by what we scanned. Now, as treatment goes on, we should see less and less red, more and more green, and usually we do. Now, at the end of the 13 sessions, if we still have areas of concern, let's say a person had issues with pollen and pollen's still fairly high, maybe there's still some 900s in the pollen, well, we could still work on pollen additionally with subsequent sessions. Or same thing with dander or certain foods that they're allergic to. So that's the Qi-5 allergy treatment. Hopefully that helped explain it a little better. Have a healthy day.